Hi Cancer, welcome to Creative Intuition Tarot. My name is MJ. This reading is for November for you, career, business, creative projects, okay? Now you define what a creative project is. Basically, it can be anything where you put your ingenuity or imagination into, okay? So it can be career, work related, but it can be your self-work, it can be even a relationship. So you define what a creative project is if that's what you're interested in. And I will keep the message as general as possible so that you can make sense of it and apply to your specific situation, okay? We will be doing some tarot cards reading for you, but I will be starting with the animal medicine and the runes reading. If you want to skip that part, you can do so by clicking the timestamp in the description box below, okay? So with that being said, the animal spirit for you, Cancer, is Raven for November, number 16. You may want to check out the meaning of number 16, number 7. In numerology, there may be an additional message for you. But primarily, Raven is all about knowledge, awakening, spirituality, wisdom. It is supporting you with seeing that which you couldn't see within yourself until now, okay? So there is that introspection and getting to know yourself, revealing your true self, aspect in this. And we are in the Scorpio season, which is all about transformation and metamorphosis, so it doesn't surprise me. It does feel as if you are digging into yourself and realize things which you haven't seen earlier, and also being able to understand them and comprehend, okay? Allowing mystical energy to flow into your life, so it feels that you are opening up maybe to spirituality, maybe, well, you define what magic is, right? Life is as magical as we make it, so whatever that is for you, it seems that you are allowing those magical, mystical forces to support you. It also says energy of the laughter to shift your energy, so it's important for you at this time. Well, it's always important, but it's highlighted for November that having fun, laughing, will help you shift energy in case this energy is going down, okay? Readiness to take the first step on a spiritual path. So again, that relates to what I said earlier, allowing those mystical energies, awakening spirituality, wisdom. Right, so perhaps you are exploring spirituality on a deeper level. Maybe you are trying to, or you want to, desire to connect your work with spirituality, okay? And last but not least, what the Raven is telling you, Cancer, is listen more and talk less, okay? Now, the rune that showed up for you is called Fehu, and it speaks of appropriate investments of all kinds, so monetary but also emotional, mental investments, fertility, so perhaps you are looking to maybe get pregnant, become a parent, so fertility is highlighted. Betterment of your finances. This rune is also speaking of inner harmony, so learning to achieve it, and that is strongly associated, I feel, with that seeing in yourself what you have not been able to see earlier. And that will support you somehow, help you to learn to achieve that inner harmony. But first you need to face certain things and aspects of yourself. Being altruistic, so be good to others, but also keep your eye on the business, stay up to date with the area you work in, the discipline that you are engaged in. Prosperity and love from the universe. That's what this rune is bringing for you as well. Okay, so the universe is supporting you when it comes to your prosperity, but also love of whatever kind. Again, it can be romantic, it can be your self-love, okay? So let's see how you perceive your current situation. How do you feel about it? Career, business, creative projects for Cancer. You have the Queen of Crystals, which is the Queen of Coins, Five of Feathers, Five of Swords, and Three of Feathers, Three of Swords, okay? So there's quite a heavy swords energy, feathers in this particular deck, but we have 5 and 3 immediately, well, sums up to 8 in my head. It makes me think of being stuck, what the 8 of Swords is representing, right? Being stuck in overthinking, trying to overanalyze something. And if you are a person of an analytical mind, then there's too much of trying to analyze, okay? And definitely I think you should focus this analysis inwards, so focus on yourself and those things you have not been able to see earlier, facing those aspects of yourself rather than focusing it on the outside, because I feel that you may be trying to overly analyze your surroundings, your environment, your situation, external situation, not what is happening within you, okay? Five of Feathers, strategy, resilience. This is typically a card of some kind of an inner conflict. Three of Feathers, release and recovery in this deck, transformation vibe with that moth. There is some kind of an inner conflict, I feel, within you. That's how you see your situation, like you are conflicted between maybe two, maybe more options or ideas, perceptions of the situation. Like you are really conflicted, and also you may be conflicted between your logical, this analytical mind and some kind of higher consciousness, because I do feel it's strongly rooted in the mind space, but the mind space can be dual as well. It can be that logical ego human mind and that higher consciousness, that wider perspective, and there may be a conflict between them. The higher perspective may be giving you suggestions that the logical mind is pushing away and not accepting, and hence there may be that conflict. But this card also signifies strategy and resilience. While you are very strategic, I feel, or at least you're trying to be, this also highlights that you need resilience in order to overcome this conflict that is happening within your mind space, okay? And perhaps strategy is needed to help you overcome this conflict, okay? It may be applicable for some. With the Three of Feathers, Three of Swords, release and recovery, definitely recovery from some kind of a painful experience or a period of time. Three of Swords typically speak of heartache, pain of whatever kind. Doesn't have to be romantic, but some kind of a loss, something that has hurt you deeply on emotional level, has hurt your heart. But still, this card is about our mind space with the Swords energy, not the Cups, which would be emotions, right? So we have the heart and we have the mind space, and mind space with the Swords is hurting the heart. And I feel that there's a strong need for you to release and recover. For some of you, it may be that you actually started to release it already, but there's definitely a need for deep recovery and healing after that painful experience or period of time. But you have where you are now, and we are looking at how you perceive your situation, so you do realize this to some extent, that where you are now is very different to where the old version of you would be, okay? So you do feel that there's metamorphosis happening within you, but you just may not be able to comprehend it fully yet with your logical mind versus that higher perspective. The Queen of Coins, comfort, prosperity. This is a strong, independent woman. Regardless of gender, it's a feminine energy because it's a queen. But it represents a strong, independent, feminine energy. Someone who's well established when it comes to their work, money as well. Someone who can take care of themselves, but is also very generous in sharing their abundance with others. This is the motherly energy. And I said the rune was highlighting fertility for you. So for some it may be applicable, the motherhood, but this is also a home carer, someone who is very caring towards others and wants to make others feel very comfortable, nurtured. You see how this conflict card is more focused, like it's facing towards the changed version of you, right? The Queen of Coins with the hedgehog is looking the opposite direction. I feel you may be giving that care and nurturing that you have and are able to give towards others, but you're not giving it to yourself. You should face that care and be that motherly kind of figure for yourself. Okay, I hope that makes sense, but you should really take care of yourself at this time first, because if you don't take care of yourself properly, you will not be able to take care of others. Okay? How the universe sees your situation. 10 of Wands, Ten of Acorns, responsibility, dedication, but this is also taking too much on your back and feeling overburdened. And I feel that's it's showing up under the Queen of Crystals, right? So it really makes me feel that your care towards others may be overburdening you. Maybe in your workplace, maybe you are taking too much on you, projects, work, because you try to help others, okay? Or you are so caring for your family, maybe you're looking for additional sources of income, but you are overburdened. You cannot put your energy into 10 symbolically different projects, right? With the 10 of Acorns. Sometimes it's a burden of choice. You need to choose one. You need to take care of your energy. The Ace of Feathers. So this is the Ace of Swords. And look how it's looking towards the Five of Swords and the Three of Swords, right? Feathers in this deck. The Ace of Swords, mental clarity, foundation. But this is also a card of a miracle, a new beginning with every ace. And look how symbolically it shows up next to 10 of Wands, and 10 is a number of completions and new beginnings. And then we have that new beginning in your mental space primarily, right? So the universe is recognizing that you are fighting this inner conflict in your mind space and is supporting you in this. There is, well, I wanted to say there is a new beginning. You're definitely almost like up-leveling in your mind space, but there's still work ahead of you to be done. But you are gaining more and more clarity. It's like your mind is no longer foggy. You are rising above the clouds. As I said, there's still work to be done, but you are gaining that mental clarity, and the universe is supporting you in this. But also it says mental clarity is your foundation for the future. So you really need to focus on your mind space right now and make sure that it's like clean it up. So look inwards, face those things that the Raven said you are now able to see things you haven't seen before. You need to clean that up, clean that space up. Okay, so that you can really fully enter that new beginning. And again, that conflict between your logical mind and the consciousness, higher consciousness that is expanding for you, or that spirituality. Your vision is widening. And so the universe is just confirming that this process will be happening. If you continue on the path that you are at, the process of you gaining more and more of that mental clarity will continue until the point you will be having, I feel, not like a one aha moment, but it will be like a wave of different realizations, revelations that will be coming to you, those aha moments, and that will build that mental clarity for you. The Five of Shells, Five of Cups, hope, readjustment. Shine your light. When I look at this card, it makes me think, shine your light. Five of Shells, so this is your energy, water. It's about emotions. Five of Cups can speak of a loss of some kind, or like lack, emotional lack. But it also reassures you that you have enough emotional resources to move forward, to achieve happiness, to achieve emotional fulfillment. You have enough inner resources. This all goes back to what I said earlier. You have to first take care of yourself if you want to take care of others. So now not only the mind space is highlighted, but your emotional space as well. You need to maintain hope and shine your light in the darkness, okay? You have that inner knowing that you have, and those emotional resources that you have will be enlightening your path. Like, you are never walking in the darkness if you allow your own light to shine. However you define light: wisdom, knowledge, emotional, mental resources. But also readjustment. So you may need to, well, be flexible. Just readjust your path as you go. As you go, progress and learn, you may need to readjust your path. Last one. Eight of Shells, Eight of Cups, Five and Eight of Shells, quest and renewal. Absolutely. See, I said you are never walking in the darkness because you have the guiding light, and you are shining the light. Your path is never dark, right? The Eight of Shells, quest, renewal. This is about leaving behind what is no longer serving you. That's exactly what you're doing. You're moving away. And even though you're moving towards unknown, you're not really walking in the darkness. if you acknowledge your own light and use it to enlighten your path, okay? This card always makes me think of the star card, obviously because of the starfish. So star is, among its many meanings, is a card of healing. So quest, renewal, this is the shadow path that you are walking, this shadow work that you are doing, inner work, is a path of deep healing for you. But you need to leave behind what is no longer serving you. So there are some aspects from the past that you need to allow to remain in the past, okay? Face them, heal them, and release them. The advice from the universe for you, the Empress, beauty, abundance, absolutely. Queen of Coins is like a little Empress card in minor arcana for me. They are all very caring and nurturing. Let your heart guide you and be guided by love, okay? Not only love towards others, nurturing for others. Take care of yourself first. This is the mother archetype. Be your own mother, but it may be that you may need to clear out your relationship with your mother as well to be able to move forward. It will be different for all, right? But this is also abundance and fertility with the Empress. So again, if you are trying to become a parent, that fertility is highlighted. If you are not trying to be a parent, you may want to, well, be careful, okay? And the King of Acorns, this is the King of Wands, optimism, innovation. Move forward with optimism, with pride. Your vision will be getting clearer and clearer as you move forward, but you have that charisma and enthusiasm that you need. Consider this as an adventure, okay? Like an adventurous project, if you want to call it that way. And allow your enthusiasm, that the vibrant charisma, to guide you. But keep your vision. With the King, you need to keep your vision clear. Don't lose sight of your vision, okay? And I'm saying this because you may be facing different, well, not maybe, you will be facing various challenges as you go, and they may be distracting you, right? Like riddles that you will have to solve, and they will be distracting you. They may be pulling you back to something from the past, behaviors, patterns. Keep your vision clear. Keep your eyesight on the goal, the destination, and approach everything with enthusiasm, but also with love, and take care of yourself first, because you will not have enough inner resources for others if you don't take care of yours in the first place, okay? And I will leave it there. Have an abundant, wonderful November. Take care of yourself, and I will see you soon. Bye.